If you need any My Team grinds in any mode, hit up my boy Witty for safe, reliable, and the cheapest grinding services around. Hit him up on Twitter. You won't be disappointed. Yo, what is good, YouTube? Welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we are going to be going through and ranking the top 10 must-have cards here in NBA 2K25 My Team. Basically cards that, based on their value, how hard they are to attain, and how much they cost, as well as how good they are the best cards to be getting for their value. Basically, it's similar to a best value list with must-have, the guys who are going to really impact your team, ideally for cheaper prices or for free. So you're gonna have a lot of free and budget cards on this list, only a couple of really expensive ones. So before we hop into the video, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Help me push towards the 40,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, multiple videos a day. Would really appreciate it if y'all do subscribe. Without further ado, let's hop right into it. At number 10, I have Diamond Kwame Brown. This card, for his price, I think is a monster. I love this card. I think he's great in salary cap. I think he's absolutely a showdown caliber card as well. 88 speed and agility gives him pretty similar speed to guys like Opal Wilt, Opal Kareem, players like that. Viable defender, good finisher, has a 90 standing, 90 driving dunk, has got the speed, has got the interior defense, has got 97 strength. And I mean, he's only got a 79 three ball, but again, a lot better than guys like Wilt, Dwight, Kareem, Shaq, etc. And his jumper's good too. Kobe base, the upper's a little default big upper isn't great, but the jumper is still good enough to where I think it's a very solid jump shot. Overall, I am just a big fan of this Kwame Brown card. I think he's an absolute beast. I think there are very few cards, in all honesty, in all of My Team that can give you what Kwame can give you at the power forward position as a stretch, who also defends at a super high level and has the athletic ability and the speed to compete in all these different ways. Really, really good card. And to me, it's kind of a no-brainer. I think Kwame's a really, really good option at the number 10 spot. Number 9 is going to be a card in Dirk Nowitzki, who you get for getting another card that's later on this list, which is that Pro Pass, obviously. From the Pro Pass for Season 4, you can get this Galaxy Opal Dirk Nowitzki, and Opal Dirk is really good. He's viable defensively. He's got 85 speed, which isn't terrible. He's a legit 7-footer. Great stretch big, not bad defensively, has even nice athleticism, 90 standing, 90 driving dunk, which is so much better than his pink diamond. He's a legitimately very good card. Well-rounded, does everything pretty solidly, holds his own defensively, has the size, has enough speed. Jumper isn't god tier, but the shooting badges and stats certainly are. So I think the Dirk's a great card, and I think he's definitely a viable option at the power forward or center spot. Really good card who you kind of need anyway to get another one of the cards in this list anyway, because I think the Pro Pass is kind of the best value that you're going to get in this game regardless. Coming in at number 8, similar card to Kwame Brown, except I think a little bit better card, and that is Jeff Green. Another guy you can get for 25,000 MT, who's gonna, number 1, he's got great speed. Number 2, great jumper and good shooter. Number 3, versatile defender. And number 4, great slasher as well with the 95 driving dunk. His one flaw is that he does not have elite SIGs, but he doesn't really need them as a small forward, power forward option. He's 6'9", good defensively, versatile, athletic, fast, can shoot the ball at a very high level. Just kind of does everything you want out of a big, or out of a wing in My Team, I feel like. And I mean, if you could overlook that lack of elite shot creating ability, then I think he's an amazing card. And for me, for his value, he's just an incredible price. Really, really good card. One of the best budget cards in all of My Team, without a doubt. At the number 7 spot, I'm going with Julius Erving, Dr. J. And the reason that Dr. J is on this list, despite being far more expensive than every other card on this list except for one, is that he is, by an easy, pretty big chunk, the best shooting guard in My Team right now. A card that you can get who is just a god tier offensive shot creator, elite level slasher as well, and he's a great defender, and he's got a great player build. He's just a card who really has no serious flaws. And I think when you're looking at best options at the shooting guard position in My Team, Dr. J is absolutely one of them. And I think he is not one of them. He's absolutely the best shooting guard in My Team, and I don't even think it's particularly close, in all honesty. Great card, big fan of everything that he can do, and I'm excited to try I'm excited about Dr. J every time I pretty much load up. Like, he's one of the few cards that makes the game fun to play, in all honesty, because he is just such a good shot creator and so versatile and so elite, such a good jump shot, all that type of stuff. And that's why he's on the list despite being super expensive. And the same story honestly goes for Wemby. He's just that much better than everybody else in his position, that despite being way more expensive than everybody on the list, he is worth being on the list nonetheless, because he's so good in every area. His jumper's uncontestable. Defensively, he's a dog. He's 7'4". At 7'4", 79 speed feels faster. I'm not going to lie. Not to mention, I have a ton of extra badges and stuff on my Wimby, as most people do. And he's the most broken center in the game, probably the most broken card in the game still. These two guys, yes, they're incredibly expensive, way more than anybody else on the list, but they're worth having, absolutely, despite their expensive prices, because they're the two best cards in my team, in my opinion, even to this day. Coming in at the number 5 spot on the list is Xavier McDaniel. Basically gives you a do-it-all free small forward. 6'7", 7'1" wingspan though, so he's got the size. Defensively, he's elite. 92 speed as well, 95 driving dunk, and a smooth, easy jump shot with an 85 3 ball. Very similarly to Jeff Green. Super versatile card, does everything that you kind of need a small forward to do in terms of shoot the ball at a high level, be a versatile slasher. Obviously, I mean, his playmaking isn't great still, but he's really good defensively as well. And I mean, pro dribble style, Jalen Brunson escape, there are certainly worse SIGs than that. Definitely have seen a lot worse than this Xavier McDaniel when it comes to shot creation. So really good card. I think number 5 is totally fair for him. And he's also completely free, which provides a lot of value. Number 4, I'm going to go Kelly Tripucka. A little bit less than 100K. He's about 90K. On paper, this card isn't anything special. He's an incredible shooter, but besides that, he's not an elite slasher. I mean, he's fine. 85 driving dunk, gold posterizer. His speed isn't insane. His defense isn't insane. On paper, the card is nothing special, but not on paper. He is very special. I think number 1, the escape, that Curry escape is just one of the best SIGs in all of my team. Number 2, his jumper is one of the very fastest jumpers in all of my team as well. You wouldn't think Andre Drummond based would be one of the best jump shots in the game, but it is. And pro behind the back isn't bad either. So you have one of the best jumpers in the game, an absolutely elite level escape, the best escape in my opinion this year, as well as a great behind the back as well. This Kelly Tripucka card is just absolutely incredible as a shot creating shooting guard. He's got the size at 6'7" to where he's badged out defensively. He absolutely holds it down there as well. This is a card who I think people sleep on a consistent basis still. I made a gameplay on him when he first came out, was shocked by how good he is, called him a top 3 shooting guard in the game. Top 3 might be pushing it slightly, but if it is, it's not pushing it by much. That's my opinion on Kelly Tripucka. Number 4, despite him being almost 100K, feels totally fair for how good of a card he is. Number 3 is going to be Franz Wagner. Oh, I can't type. Let's try that again. Nope, I still can't type. Franz Wagner, who is really, really good across the board. A guy who just kind of does everything, in all honesty. And I think I don't know. I think he's a beast. When he does everything you pretty much want a shooting guard to do. 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan. He's got all the size, all the shot creation. Just kind of does whatever you need a shooting guard to do, basically, at his size. I think he's a beast. And I don't think he's really got significant flaws across the board, especially considering he actually has movement as well at 6'10". De'Aaron Fox escape, Darius Garland behind the back, and the D-Book dribble style. Super solid animations there. Look, I think Kelly's maybe a slightly better card across the board. That might be pushing it out slightly, I don't know, but I think Kelly's probably the slightly better card just because I love the Steph escape, and I think Kelly's release is amazing. De'Aaron Fox sometimes gets weird load-ups and stuff on his jump shot, but at the same time, he's an awesome, awesome card, and his 6'10" size makes him really switchable as well in the defensive end of the court, which provides a lot of value. And again, if you didn't get this card from the Winter Festival, I know that was a while ago now, but you absolutely missed out because he is a stud at the shooting guard position. Number 2, and the more I use this card, the more I like him, is Dwayne Wade. I use him a lot when I do gameplays on other people's accounts because he's often the point guard people have. And the Pro Pass Wade, which is why I said you need the Pro Pass with Dirk earlier. You get Dirk for getting the Pro Pass as well. But Pro Pass Wade is just awesome. I know his jumper isn't God tier. I know his movement isn't God tier, but his defense is. He does not play like he's 6'4" at all. That 6'11" wingspan helps him out. He is maybe the best defensive point guard in the game right now. And I'm not exaggerating when I say that. Not to mention 98 speed, 98 driving dunk, 92 3 ball, and his jumper on very quick. Look, it's not an amazing jump shot. I'm not going to act like he has the best jumper in the game. And I'm not going to act like he's the best SIGs in the game. But he moves okay, and his jumper's pretty nice, and people don't expect him to be a big threat as a shooter as well. People kind of play off of Wade because they expect you not to feel confident shooting the ball with him. His jumper on very quick really is not that bad. Every time I use this card, I'm impressed by how good he is all the way around, and his defense is just dominant. I think for me, Dwayne Wade at number 2 feels totally fair. Amazing card. And you need the Pro Pass version because the non-Pro Pass version releases on normal and his SIGs aren't quite as good. But the Pro Pass Wade is a monster. One of the best point guards in the game, legitimately, especially considering all the other top point guards, guys like Harden, Penny, Oscar, Opal Levine, Cade, etc., all really expensive cards. Wade isn't free, but the Pro Pass is the best value of anything you can buy. So I think he's a must-have as well. And then finally, you got David Robinson. Really, the Pro Pass or regular version of D-Rob doesn't matter. Season 3 D-Rob was one of the best level 40 cards we've gotten in a very long time. There are people out there who don't like this card, and I truly don't know why. His jumper's great. He's got great size at 7'1". I understand he can only play center. The more I use this card, the more I think there's an argument to be made that he's better than even guys like Kristaps, and you could probably even argue better than Yao in all honesty. He's not as good as Wemby, but he's fast. He's a great shooter. He's dominant defensively. He's a really good finisher. He's got amazing finishing badges, which help make up for only the 85 standing and driving dunk. I just think he's a beast of a card. Every time I use D-Rob, I like him. Like, he's just such a versatile, high-level option at the center position who does everything well, and I don't see why people don't like this card in all honesty, because I think he's a beast, and I think he's pretty easily still one of the best options that you can get at the center position in my team, bar none. Like, I am a big fan of this card for free. I don't see why people wouldn't want to use him in all honesty, is basically my opinion. So with that being said, that is the final card on the list, and that gives us our list in total. So let me know what y'all think of the list in the comment section down below. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. I'll be back with more NBA content 2K content very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.